Jody here, and welcome to the Nook. So today's video is going to be something a little bit different for me. I haven't done a lot of tag videos in the past, but this is one that's been going around, and seeing how I didn't do favorites for the month of September, I thought it might be a fun one to do. So we're going to do the video of the fall favorites tag started by Jaclyn Hill. So, because I know I'm already going to be long-winded enough as usual, I'm just going to get right into it. And the first question is, what is your favorite fall candle? That is an easy one, and I'm just going to be like kind of a sheep here, and it is a Bath & Body Works one. The only thing I'm going to say is I haven't heard anybody else mention this one, and I love it. And it is the White Barn series Farm Stand Apple. As you guys can tell, I've already started burning the heck out of this thing. It smells like, I would say, Granny Smith apples. Yeah, probably Macintosh. Okay, never mind, doesn't matter. It smells like fresh cut apples or freshly peeled apples. There's a slight underhint of cinnamon, like way deep down in there. So it kind of reminds me of when you're like going to make an apple pie and nothing's been mixed and nothing's been baked, but you're starting to peel those apples and you've got the cinnamon sitting on the counter on the side, so you get a little hint of that. This reminds me of fall. It gets me out of my pumpkin funk because quite frankly everything I have is pumpkin. I love the pumpkin. So it's fresh. The one thing I will say about this candle though is this scent, when she gets going, is strong. So it's not a candle, it's very strong, and it fills up the whole house really quick, which is good. That means it's very efficient, but this one I have to like sort of burn kind of sparingly and for small periods of time. Otherwise we get overwhelmed with apple and it's a little much, but I absolutely love it. It reminds me of farm and fall time and fresh cut apples, and it's yummy, and it doesn't have a heavy scent. It keeps the scent in my house still like a nice fresh citrus, which is sort of how I like to go, but I like it to be seasonal too, so it's got the best of both worlds. Alright, too much about candles, moving on. Alright, and question number 2 is, what is my favorite fall lipstick? And the answer to that is, what isn't my favorite fall lipstick? I like dark berry, gothic, deep, rich burgundies and browns and purpley colors. Anything dark and deep. I love how white it makes my teeth look. And I just like that vampy look with my dark eyes and dark hair, and I just love how I feel when I wear those dark kind of lipsticks. So I've got a schwack ton of them. But the one I'm wearing on my lips today, and it's the one I keep going back to, is kind of a new one, and it's from Kat Von D, and it's Exorcism. I love it. It is super, super dark, and if I get into somewhere that's like kind of dark and shaded, like a dark restaurant, it almost looks like I'm wearing a black lipstick, but I'm not. So I love it. It's like my little inner ghoul gets to come out and play, and I'm still socially appropriate while doing it. So, Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Exorcism, which to be totally honest, I like the color, but I bought more for the name. Has ended up being like one of my all-time favorites. Of course, let's be honest, as everyone else, if I want to tame it down a little bit, it's the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Lolita. This chick has got fall wrapped around her little tattooed baby finger with her liquid lipsticks, because they're on everybody's fall favorite list this year. And question number 3, what is my favorite drink? If you had asked me this question like 4 weeks ago, the answer would have been totally different. But I am a diehard pumpkin spice latte girl. I look forward to them all year. I was looking forward to them all year this year, and I stopped at my local Starbucks one day and they were out of the pumpkin spice stuff, and I had heart palpitations. I almost started to weep, and the girl recommended to me to try the toasted graham latte. Oh my god! I tried this because they didn't have what was my favorite, and to be completely honest with you, this, as you can tell, I have been here, this has fastly become my new favorite fall drink. This one definitely is less sweet than the pumpkin spice latte, and I find that the older that I get, the less like really sweet I like things. So this is sort of in that nice in-between range. It's sweet enough that I still feel like I'm getting a nice fall treat. The graham in it feels like you're buying like a campfire after gathering wood all day out in the woods. Like it's got like a really nice fall feel to it, but it's way, way less sweet. I always get mine non-fat because I find the lattes with like the regular 2% is way too thick for me. So I always get the non-fat or the soy. I'll be honest with you, this doesn't taste as good with the soy milk in my opinion. I like it far better just with the skim non-fat milk. This has replaced pumpkin spice and it's amazing. I do have another favorite drink though. My other favorite drink is going to be weird, but I had to share it because it's what I drink during the fall all the time when I'm at home, when I'm not out and about and not picking up drinks, and it's this weird stuff. It's the Alpine spiced apple drink. It's like a hot apple cider and it comes in like a little packet and you dump it in. I don't know. No one else I know likes this. This is fall crack for me. I can't leave it alone. I drink it all the time. When I drink it, it feels like fall and I love it and it's wonderful and it's so good. It actually kind of tastes how my candle smells. So apparently fall and apples are a thing with me. All right, and the next question is, what is my favorite fall blush? Now this blush I just keep using this time of year. I have no idea if it's still sold, and it's the Tarte Tartelette blush in Celebrated. They brought this one out is like kind of a celebration package. I don't know if this is just limited edition packaging. I have no idea if this is still for sale, but it's just a really simple, kind of almost your skin tone but better, blush. I find it just gives me enough to not look like I've been kissed by the cold and not enough to make me look super summery and bronzy. I can put this on and just warm up my face a little bit, so I just use it all the time. Yeah. That's my blush, the Tarte Tartelette blush. Alright, so the next question on the list, I don't know why I keep doing this, I'm very excited about these questions, is what is my favorite fall clothing item? And quite frankly, this is it, scarves. It doesn't matter if I'm wearing a big chunky sweater or wearing something lighter because it's a warmer day. Scarves just make me feel like fall, like light airy ones. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I can't tie a scarf to save my life, so I always buy the big infinity scarves that I just have to loop around. It's kind of my cheat, and I just fluff them up and pretend I know what I'm doing. I like scarves. I especially like them with any kind of nautical theme on it. These has little hootie owls in case, so you guys know, I have a little bit of a thing with owls, so this scarf in particular is my favorite, but I like scarves. Anything fluffy. It's gotta be fluffy. It's gotta have some life to it. I especially like it with fun little character patterns, something interesting that way. I like them sort of in the light muted color, so I can kind of pick out a scarf out of my collection that will sort of go with pretty much anything that I throw on. But scarves, oh, scarves. Doesn't matter what I'm wearing, I gotta have a scarf on in the fall. It just, if the leaves are changing, I'm wrapping up my neck. Alright, so the next question is my favorite fall movie. Everyone says Hocus Pocus, and I don't know if I'm just slightly older than most of the people who have YouTube channels, but I look and I go, Hocus Pocus, like I remember seeing that, but it never struck a chord with me. If you guys know me at all, which most of you probably don't really, I have two, like, favorite things when it comes to films. Number one is musicals, and number two is horror films. So of course, number one on my must-watch every fall is the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I had the anniversary Blu-ray edition. I have actually worn that sucker out, so I don't have one to show you. But it is my favorite. I do watch it every fall around Halloween. So the next question is, favorite Thanksgiving food? Now, I am not a small girl. So, as you can tell, I likes the food, and Thanksgiving food, while it is pretty much the same as Christmas food, is one of my favorite things. Number one on my list, stuffing. Number two on my list, pumpkin pie. And number three on my list, as weird as this is going to sound, is Brussels sprouts with mayonnaise. I know, that's a weird thing. That's how my mom always did them. She'd cook up Brussels sprouts, and she would serve them with, like, not good, wholesome mayonnaise, like freaking Miracle Whip. and you would dip them in the Miracle Whip, and now it has become one of those things that is like my all-time favorite. I look forward to them every Thanksgiving or Christmas. Those are the only 2 times that I ever eat them in the whole year, and I know it's strange, but Brussels sprouts with Miracle Whip mayonnaise dip. I know, I'm kind of a weirdo. I'm aware. I have strange eating habits, what can I say? Alright, and the second to last question is favorite fall TV shows. There are a lot of shows out there that I really like. I'm gonna mention the ones that I look forward to the most, and the 2 of those are American Horror Story. Oh, be still my beating heart. I absolutely love it. It's just gritty and nasty, and I love it, and it's my like once a week mini horror movie. So it's the bomb. The other one that I look forward to a lot, and this year especially, is The Walking Dead. I don't need to tell you guys anything about it. I'm pretty sure everybody and their dog out there knows about The Walking Dead, but I absolutely love it. The one new show, though, I am going to say that came out that premiered this year that is like my new addiction is Code Black. I can't get enough of that show. I'm like on the edge of my seat every episode, the whole episode. I am super, super into that show. I find everybody in that show very, very intriguing, and I want to know more about them and the accidents and the things that they deal with and how they deal with these emergencies is like boom shakalaka. I love it. It's fantastic. If you haven't seen Code Black, I would highly recommend that you go watch it. It is definitely not a show for everyone, but it has certainly struck a chord with me. I really like it. Alright, and the last question, which is probably good because I've been rambling like a crazy person, is favorite Halloween costume. Now, when I read this before I filmed, I sat back and I thought, and one of my favorite all-time Halloween costumes was when I was a little girl, my mom, and probably no one will know what I'm referring to, I dressed up as Sunny Sunflower. There was Sunny Sunflower and the Flower Patch Gang, and they came out like in the 80s, and they were like sort of the other guys equivalent to like Strawberry Shortcake. So instead of them all being girls named after cakes, they were all flowers. And the main girl, who was my favorite, was a sunflower, and her name was Sunny Sunflower. And my mom made me this amazing Sunny Sunflower like outfit. It was a book series, and it was so cool. And she got like a cheap Sunny Sunflower's hat was like a big flower top, and then on one of them there was a little dew petal, and she got me a little like drop sort of diamond shape, I'm sure it was from the dollar store, little earring kind of thing to pinch on there that looked like a dewdrop. While the costume has not survived me being a weird hoarder of memories, I still have the teardrop. I have a box that I call my special box. I don't know if my sister still has a special box. It was something my mom started with us when we were kids, and I've carried on with it. Although my special box is like 2 or 3 special boxes now, I'm a little bit of a hoarder. I still have the teardrop from that costume, and I absolutely loved it. As an adult, my absolute favorite costume, and it wasn't for Halloween, was a steampunk costume that I made for myself and my husband, kind of as a matching pair, and it was for my brother-in-law's birthday. We had sort of this big theme party. My sister went all out. It was just incredible. Everybody was all dressed up. The house was dressed up. We dressed up, and it was sort of, the theme was sort of like other realms. So some people were like, we had a hobbit and we had some wizards and all kinds of weird stuff. So my husband and I decided to dress up steampunk, and it's probably the costume out of all the ones that I've ever made or anything that I'm the most proud of. It took me months, hours and hours and hours of hot gluing accessories and the whole 9 yards. So while it ended up looking extra freaking cool, it also is one that I put a hell of a lot of time and a hell of a lot of effort into. So I was super, super proud of it. If by any chance, I know I've said this before, trying to figure out how to insert a picture, we didn't get any fantastic pictures, but I will try to insert a picture if I can of the costumes, and yes, the hats and such, I made those. They were costume hats that I ended up accessorizing and refabricating in the whole 9 yards. So I will try and insert one if I can. If I can't, follow me on Instagram under Yodel and Joda, and I'll be sure to put one up there in the next couple days. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by and seeing my favorites. Hopefully it gave you a little insight into quirky old me and helped you learn a little bit more about me. If you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up or hit that subscribe button to see what I have coming up. If you enjoyed me, you want to hang out more, I can be followed on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter under Yodel and Jonah the same way it's spelt here. If you put up a fall favorites video, I would absolutely love to watch it. Please put a link to your video in the comments down below, and I will be sure to drop by, watch it, and like it. Other than that, you guys, I hope you have a fantastic fall and a very, very happy Halloween. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you all next time.